Hi, welcome to this week's Midweek Connection. My name is Todd Jordan. I serve as senior pastor here at Strawbridge United Methodist Church, and I am delighted that you have joined me today. I'm actually at annual conference along with our clergy and several church members who are there as delegates, either as church delegates or at-large district delegates. We have a couple of dozen or more representing the church at annual conference, and I'm excited about that. We do this every year, usually the week of Memorial Day. It's a time for gathering, for worship, for business. This year, sort of the main item, if you will, is we are voting along with every other annual conference in the world on regionalization. And so what regionalization legislation allows us to do is basically it's a proposed set of constitutional amendments that allow the United Methodist Church to function more equitably across geographic and cultural contexts. It takes all of our conferences outside the United States, which are currently known as central conferences, and makes them regional conferences, and makes the United States just another regional conference. So it brings some equitability in our global connection. But it also, just so you'll know, all of us will have a lot of things in common. We'll still share our common constitution in the Book of Discipline. We will still have our doctrinal standards and theological task that will remain unchanged. The ministry of all Christians is still a priority, and the social principles. So all of that is something we'll share, along with our vision and our history, all of that. What's different is it allows these regional conferences that certainly include the United States, but also the non-U.S. churches in Africa, in Europe, in the Philippines. They will be able to adapt certain parts of the Book of Discipline based on their ministry needs. In order for this legislation to pass, however, every vote in all the conferences in all the world come together, and there has to be a 2/3 majority of all those votes for it to pass. So we are hoping for this to pass, and we are hoping in the Texas Annual Conference this week that when we vote on that we can get unanimous support and hopefully universal support for this plan, which does really make things more equitable for our denomination. For example, General Conference that meets every 4 years, the overwhelming majority of business that has to happen at General Conference is United States specific, which means we have delegates who have traveled in some cases thousands of miles, paying a lot of money to spend a lot of time for U.S. delegates to work out U.S. specific business and weighing in on this when it doesn't impact them. What regionalization would allow is for a United States region to have a conference and work through all that. So when General Conference happens, it can be a lot shorter and a lot cheaper. It's just a better use of time. So there are some important advantages that come with regionalization that, on the one hand, allow us the unity that we need, and at the same time, the flexibility that regions need in order to do the best ministry possible. Our mission is to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. I believe this regionalization allows us to do that better in a more equitable way, and praying that happens this week. But that's just one of the number of pieces of business that we do at annual conference. So if you'll pray for us, I appreciate that. May God bless you. Have a blessed week, and I do look forward to worshiping with you this Sunday.